Hello and welcome to Spirit Island Saturdays, where we island spirits on Saturday. Wait, nope, that's screwed.
That's close enough.
Candelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively work against those goals are not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can follow us at Handelabra Games on Twitch or Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You can follow me personally at Logic Dolphin on Twitch, Discord, YouTube, pretty much any avenue. Where can we find you gents at?
Here?
Here.
Just here.
Just here.
I am John, aka Migrant P, and you can find me on Twitter while Twitter still exists, which might not be for much longer. And, Instagram, whatever the next Twitter is, which is apparently people are going to Mastodon, but it also seems like Mastodon isn't great, so I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I've actually cut out Twitter for my own stuff because I'm not 100% whether I'll still be on it or not.
I'm mostly there now just to watch it burn, which I think most people are on Twitter to watch it burn now.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Exactly.
And some men think they're competent people. Elon Musk is proving he's not.
Yeah, I gotta love when he's like, we should make this an $8 thing that anyone can get. And then followed by, man, I wish there was a way to stop these parody accounts from taking over the system.
Yeah, immediately it's like George Bush and Tony Blair talking about how they wish they were invading Iraq again or whatever.
Yeah.
And all this stuff. All these verified accounts. Yes. All right, are we ready to remember the powers that were long forgot?
Sure. For those of you watching at home,
5 minutes ago, so
we're doing Brandenburg Prussia 3 with the powers long forgotten. See how this one goes. We had a pretty miserable loss last week.
I thought we always win Spirit Island. What are you talking about?
Well, it turns out that when the invaders get the power where exploring or building in a wetland, or no, adding a town to a land without towns in a wetland that puts a blight, that's bad in England.
It'd be bad in this map.
Yeah, it was the one. What was it? Whenever a town city is added to a jungle or wetland without town city, also add a blight. Oh, so we have to do this.
Yeah, that's bad.
So we could put it in Northwest 3 so they immediately build, or immediately explore, discover, whatever it's called, search. And actually, it is because this is order of operations.
Oh, so you have to put it.
Yeah, there are only four valid lands there. So they immediately got Northwest
ask you there
3.
then.
Yeah, whoever programmed it apparently
It's the worst.
Yeah.
Hello, Horseradish Road.
Yeah, here I have many options, but a choose from me button, which I don't want to use. So let's go with the mountains where there's nothing, and the sands. And then
we've got 2 rivers without nothing there as well, so
it's the other mountain, and then
those.
We hope they don't go to mountains.
Yeah. They can't explore into that mountain anyway.
Oh no, they immediately do a thing. Okay, it was nothing.
It's a nothing. Hello, Horseradish Road.
Oh good, they're going in the mountains.
They are going in the mountains, but they don't actually explore the mountains on my board except for East 7. So that's fun. But they do want to build in that.
Oh, that was only 2 explorers, but yeah. Ooh.
There are literally 2 explorers on the whole map that came in, but they had some already, right?
Yeah.
So I can flash floods one of them. That's the best I got. I guess I could gain a power card, but then I could gain a power card. No, I don't have any energy. I can't do that. I have to go add presence, so I get some energy and play flash floods. Stop that, and just one of them happens. There's nothing we can do about it. I
You
don't
can
think.
block one of them with your
I guess,
perfect stillness, I suppose.
Ocean you could pull the guy out of E7. So they wouldn't do it there.
East stuff.
If you put presence in East 3.
I can't. Presence
can't?
can only go into the ocean.
Oh, okay.
And my
Then,
starting
alright.
port is west.
Oh, you started in west, right? So
On the other hand, I do have
Fair
a
enough.
tidal boon.
yeah, that's slow though.
True.
All right, it's double presence and just go down the river. Guess what I can do is go into here. Start bringing Dahan into places. Oh, I forgot to use the right energy presence that I need. All right. Well, I will stop them exploring one and I will explore it instead. So there's that.
Say it, Ocean. Oh,
Hmm?
no.
Did they get something?
Ah!
They do. Invaders in any sands are considered to be in all sands. Gross. As long as sands doesn't come up, it's not so bad.
It'd be funny if it did say for purposes of explorer build, because then it'd be like, oh hey, invaders aren't all sands, so they immediately have two, so they search all the sands now.
John, I reckon I'm giving you tidal boon.
Yeah, can I do the explore the thing first, like I mentioned, before anyone does anything?
So the good news is all the wetlands are not mysterious locations, so this next turn is a bit more straightforward. But on the other hand, it's a stage 3 coming up. Ba-da-da-bum.
Ba-da-bum bump. It's a nothing. I don't have any, towns in my lands.
Yeah, I know, but you have how much you can shove into another land for later.
Sure. I might just have the Dahan kill the East 7 guys. And they will have less chance of exploring West 10 later. Is West 6 just gonna die, probably?
I'm gonna defend it with guard the healing land, maybe.
Okay, that means I can put an explorer in there and it's okay.
Yeah, ending the event.
Ending the event, but I'd rather put him there than anywhere else that I'm looking at, so. Stage 3 coming up. The single stage 3 card, that is. Cool. I don't get to reclaim one, sadly.
Hmm.
Could just reclaim this turn, but then I don't have presence where I want, so it's less good.
I don't know how I feel about any of these cards. I'm playing Guard the Healing Land. I have no energy, so I'd have to take a 0 energy card, and the 0 energy cards aren't super helpful this turn. Unless I just don't play another card, which is probably fine. Those are range 0 powers, and neither of them are super helpful. I mean defend 5, but range 0, and my lands are defended.
You can't get the +1 range.
You knew exactly what card I was talking about! Yes!
Yeah, there's only one like that. At least, I don't know if Jagged Earth has one like that, but in the cards we have.
Yeah, big thing is, like, I don't know that I really need defend at range 0 for myself, usually. Unless I plot myself in a big infested town city land. But it's free. And it is, like, I guess it defends a land that's not a sacred site if I do that route, so.
Are you playing to help with East 3, Seamus?
East 3?
You're going to
Yes.
be gross next turn, so
Yep, I'm hoping that I will be able to nom on stuff to help.
cool. Yeah, well, they have disease, so it'll just be what's there, and maybe an extra explorer. I have Wash Away that can help with it potentially as well.
I reckon I will be turning the non-strife town there into a Dahan.
Cool.
Don't mind me, I'm just playing with symbols here. I just want to see, like, where they go. It's like when I put down the question mark in Northwest 7, at least on my screen, it goes right smack dab on top of the Explorer that's there.
It goes around where the defend icon goes in the land.
Okay.
I believe. Or maybe it goes in the middle. I'm not sure exactly where it goes. Maybe it's in the middle of the land. Might be in the middle.
I just wasn't sure if
No.
it, like, goes, like, if there's an Explorer, does it always go to where the Explorer would be?
Sure. No. Are we finished playing cards? Would anyone like Boon of Vigor besides me?
Ocean, probably.
Oh, yes.
All right, be booned.
Thank you very much.
The event says, add towns to a land with stuff.
It doesn't say +1 damage, which doesn't probably matter. Well, it would matter a little bit.
Add a town to a land with explored town. Well, Northwest 8 would be Blade, Northwest 5 would be a Search, Northwest 7 would be a City build, so the only other option would be Northwest 3, if Ocean's okay with that.
Northwest 3? Yep.
And here, I guess East 1 is kind of not doing anything. So it can have it.
These to sands are mountains with the most buildings. Probably sands, because sands are just going to be terrible in this game.
Yeah. No choice on my board.
Yeah, I got energy for actually having Dahan in my lands. Ooh, have people seen the aspect for Ocean coming in Nature Incarna?
Mm-hmm.
Waiting for Ocean to
we're-
assign
Yeah,
damage.
you need to assign some damage here, Seamus.
Sorry.
Sorry to interrupt you, but
No, that's okay. Ocean gets even hungrier and starts numbing the island.
Indeed. Here's where they probably flip over a bunch of things. I guess there's like one mountain maybe where they can. Maybe it's not so bad. They don't even go in mountain. They will do West 5 though. Oh, and Northwest 2, which is... Oh, that sucks for me and Seamus. Wow.
Oh.
All right.
there's the search.
Nothing good. But they are going to search a bunch of sands. Next time, like 3 sands and a jungle next time when they build. Well, this next turn. Yikes.
Could have had +1 range, but instead we spent energy to push or gather.
Yeah, and right now I want to push, but it's going to cost me an energy. But it stops them searching a site, or I want to do... I have 2 pushing powers I have to spend. At least I have a ton of energy, so that's useful. Man. Why you gotta do me like that? One energy. Fine. You can all go in there. And this guy in the sands can get out for 1 energy.
Why don't we take the invaders and put them somewhere else?
Well, I've done what I can. Hopefully I get a defend power for East 9, but it's not so critical.
Nature? Do major. But wrong button.
Defend 1.
Sea monsters.
Well, I do have fast push up to 3 to Han. Do we have a land where that can do something? No. Well, sort of. Oh, right. They're going to build an East 5, right? Because of the stupid thing.
Yep.
Yes.
Because of the stupid thing. Exactly. Mm-hmm.
They're probably building a city. No, actually a town? Well, it depends on the order, right?
Yep.
Gross.
I'm gonna take Pyroclastic Flow here.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and reveal that.
Probably
That
because I
power's
want
gonna be
the
useful
air. And this. The Defend card was useful in the end.
in the end. I mean, I can discover that one just by using River's Bounty, can't I? Maybe I'll change my mind on that card. Uncanny Melting it is.
I can stop that search. I'm using Pyroclastic Flow to stop a search. That seems pretty strong. Yeah, that is search, right? What is the words for this? I keep forgetting the vocabulary. Search, yeah.
Search? Yeah, search.
Yeah, I mean, like, my Pyroclastic Flow is just gonna kill an Explorer at most. Maybe 2 Explorers if I do it in West 6.
Thinking of, is it Flash Floods? I guess it's Flash. No, I think it's Wash Away here.
Wash Away is a nice 2 energy power.
Yeah, exactly. The major power now. I guess Flash Flood stops at jungle build. That might be better right now. Well, but yeah, East 5 is gonna... I don't know. It's probably fine. Yeah, East 5 I can push or kill the town with my special power. Oh, for defend per Dahan for East 9 and West 7.
Wait, is it gonna be the Slave Rebellion this turn? I'm just kidding.
Not
Single
defend per
land
Dahan.
with the most invaders, is that...
We're making a fear card from the beasts, do we? And we don't have enough beasts, and there are no invaders with them. The single land with
I
the
can't
most.
push them into the ocean.
Oh yeah, that is East, isn't it? East 7 or East 1.
East. Oh yeah. East 1 is bad because it makes them search East 5, certainly, because they're going to build there. So I think it's East 7 has to be. And yeah, an Explorer can go into East 3 here. Unfortunately, the Dahan are leaving, but...
No, it could go from East 7. The Dahan.
Oh, is it just... Oh, it's once on each board. Okay, yeah, sure. That works. Explorer there, an Explorer in East 4. Town in 8. An Explorer in 10. Oh, and the Beast generates fear now. Ha ha ha. Yeah, so we can push this guy. Probably. Do we need more damage? We don't need damage in East 3, right? They're all dead.
You can't put
there
it
is
in
one
East 3
Explorer
anyway.
surviving.
Yeah, there's one Explorer surviving, so I could put him there to kill the last Explorer, but I don't care about the one Explorer, so let's put him in East 10, and then there's
You
Dahan
also
there for...
can't do it because it has Blight.
Oh, right, so yeah. Whatever then. Blighty McBlight. Let me get a fear card next turn. 6 damage. Hi, presents.
And now we have order of operations.
Did you play Confounding Mist somewhere or something?
No, because sands.
Oh, right. So the first one is a town. Can that be in East 5? Because I need to be able to push it out. Or destroy it, that is.
Now there's 2 towns in a city, so the next one is a city.
Okay, West 2 for the city.
You want to just... Okay, sure.
Actually, no,
There's
go
disease.
into West.
We
I
can
was
go
about
back
to
if
say
you want, but...
No, it's fine.
There's
We'll get
disease
another-
in places, so if we can just click the disease ones, it doesn't matter. Simplify your life a little.
Next one is a town.
So
They're
town,
also going to
probably West
search West
4.
9.
Yeah. City? Is this a city now or still a town? It's a city.
It'd be
Yeah.
alternating, really.
Northwest 1.
And a town probably in West 9.
Yeah.
Where they search. It's nothing. Wow. Super Sands. Ooh, and also jungle. Mountains. Here comes more searching. And escalation. Add town to a land without town. It's going to be some ravage next turn.
There's not going to be enough, or all my lands are going to have buildings on it next turn, so the escalation doesn't matter.
I guess this may as well go in the wetland. I think. Nothing. Something. Holy crap. Next turn we only get 1 play. I hope it's a good one.
Good luck with dealing with the jungle sand ravages, everyone.
Holy crap. That's a bad turn to get that. So
And that-
look for a major power.
Oh, there's one more mysterious thing, right?
Wow.
Power source.
Are we uncovering one this turn?
You have River's Bounty, so probably.
Oh yeah, we are. All right. So before we do anything, whoever's
Ahem.
doing things. Seamus?
Go for it.
Okay. You didn't do anything that might change if we get an ability?
I nommed a town.
So yes or no?
No.
Okay.
Immediately on each board, nom all the towns.
Nom.
I shouldn't have done it that way. I'm going to go back.
Okay.
That work okay for you?
Yep.
Yeah.
I just don't want to leave this single Dahan alone in 2 lands. Hey, we got a thing. +1 damage with fire powers, which is totally River's jam.
Pyroclastic Flow
Conditions.
now deals 3 damage. Yes.
Yes.
Rituals of Destruction does 3+4. Yes.
All right, and the only place that makes sense for this is, I guess I could stop them. There's no more things to uncover, is there? Or is there?
No.
Are there no more?
No,
It's
that's the
3+1. So
Okay, so we don't care about East 6 or whatever. They can look for nothing as long as they want. So massive flooding East 5 kills that town. That takes care of a ravage.
only about 17
And-
to go.
Yeah. I can remove blight from a sand or wetlands. So it's probably East 3 because that has stuff there. Actually, there's an event that might clear that blight, right? So let's pick a different one. Always use it later on that other land if needed. So yeah, right now we are having 9 blight. What's up, Seamus?
Tidal boon. I reckon that'll push the guy out of East 8 to burn to city build next turn.
Sure. Or I could put a town into the ocean if you prefer.
If you can put a town in the ocean, it's even better. But you're not on any coast.
Oh, right. I thought I was in East 3, but I'm actually not, am I? Then yeah, that land makes the most sense. You are choosing an effect.
Pay 1 NG or don't push invaders.
Oh. Right. Cool. Okay. Let's send him, I guess, into East 4. Yeah. And this Dahan can go. I think I'm going to put the Dahan into the mountain with the disease guy because he'll just die into that Dahan, hopefully.
Pending the event.
Pending the event. I have 6 energy. I'm going to get a major power and play it. That's my plan next turn.
So we should
pretty
probably...
much my plan as well.
I vote that we use the effect.
Oh, sure. We have used the effect.
Alright, I'm gonna have a super exciting turn where I get to play millions of cards, as long as the millions of cards is the Sap the Strength.
Hey, if you can get the one that lets us get +1 card play.
Damn it, I don't have the energy.
At least the silver lining is there's no cascades in all of these blights. It's just 9 blights and no cascades.
Until we flip the blight card that says immediately add a blight to a land with blah. Or something.
Fair.
Destroy all the invaders. Sorry, I'm just looking at a cast down into the briny deep here and going, but I want it.
If I do if you got cast down the briny deep, then I don't need to look at getting 1 extra energy because I could have played that this turn if I picked it up.
Oh, sorry.
But it's also too slow, right? I want a fast power here. So gain a power card, add a presence. Let's go.
That also only hits coastal lands, right?
Yeah, so like there's the jungle near me I could use it on.
Right, it just wouldn't be good for the mountains.
Instruments of their own rune and trees and stones speak of war. Does that solve anything? Actually, it does, right? East 1, if it has +1 damage, that city does 4 damage, and that stops the ravage there. So that's fun. Also have other powers that are probably better for me, but... Actually, trees and stones in West 1 doesn't quite do enough, does it? 1 damage and defend 2 doesn't do enough there. And the other places I can't really... I mean, I can add presence at range 2, but I guess I just deal with East 1 then. It stops a blight, which might be necessary, depending on the card we get. Oh, that's range 1 of a sacred site. I can't reach that land. No! Well, that sucks. Does that mean I just do something else then? Yeah, none of this is great. I guess, is saving a Dahan in West 1 worthwhile? Killing a town there and everything? I don't know if that's worthwhile.
Only you can stop forest fires.
Only me. You're right. It's only me. All right. I'm going to take Accelerated Rot because it has my elements and I can play it more often. I think. It's cheap. Cheap-ish. Basically replaces Flash Floods a little bit. I think I'm going to want to play Uncanny Melting as much as possible.
That's uncanny.
One play.
All right, excellent cards, everyone. We all played our best major powers. For instance, I played my Sap the Strength.
Hey, stops a blight.
Now we're on the Invader phase. It's the Jeff Dugan event.
Oh, is it? It is the one, right? Oh, yeah. Gross. That means they blight East 5.
Oh no. I don't want city builds on my. It's gonna be where they were gonna blight anyway. The Dahan.
Oh, wait. Oh, there has to be exactly one Dahan? Oh, so it doesn't happen on my board, actually. Each beast deals 2 damage. Does that do anything? Oh, it stops the build in West 10.
Kills a beast, yeah. Eh.
A reckless offensive. Well,
Use land with these 2 Dahan and 2 buildings. Each town destroys 1, add 1 blight.
West 1 is a hot spot. Now that's a cascade. And that would have been a nice target for you to have done the defend.
Yeah,
Oh well.
we didn't know.
Only we knew then what we know.
It's okay, it can cascade into the ocean.
Hey,
Hey,
stop
we
the
stopped-
blade.
All right, do we want to do the cascade first?
Yeah.
And the
We
parts
are
that aren't gonna lose.
Right. And probably do the ravages where they're defended and things die, which was that one, I guess.
And
Just in
blank
case
lands?
the event card says
Oh.
add buildings. So,
Blank lands are out of the ravage to begin with, though, so that's okay.
well, right, not
The
blank lands,
Northwest-
but like if they had added more
Yeah.
stuff into Northwest 6 off the blade card, then
Yeah,
that would
or
that would've
Northwest
bladed.
4, which we should click now. And then, yeah, then it doesn't probably matter. Right? Aid from Lesser Spirits. Hope you want no blight left on the card.
Are we dying? Do we have enough blight?
No, we aren't dying, but it's going to be pretty close.
All right, so the powers I got are Tormenting Rotflies, Encompassing Ward, Gold's Allure, and Prowling Panthers.
Gold's Allure removes blight from every land, right?
It's a fast power that you can use on any land that gathers and explore a town, adds a blight,
Perfect.
removes a blight, and
I want cards with plant and sun and water.
the best I can give you is Sun and Water with Encompassing Ward.
That's pretty good for me to take. It's good elements.
There's a Moon.
Those help me
on
get
one,
accelerated rot.
Earth on one for Ocean. I don't really have good elements here, but I don't care about my elements as much. If I want the elements on Pyroclastic Flow, I would want fire.
And we get to use these powers every turn, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Including this turn.
Yes.
Actually, yeah, that would let me get my innate this turn. Encompassing Ward.
Gold's Allure might actually be okay for this next Ravage because I can gather the town out of Northwest 5. Right? If the town maybe have enough defend innately. Sure.
Yeah, and I can try to spam my presence around places for Encompassing Word next turn.
Like, I am definitely very earth-based or mountain-based right now, so...
Yeah, that works.
Sort of works. If there's
Yeah.
ever a game where Gold's Allure is a good power.
I really can't turn down a disease every turn.
Plague Stack!
Oh, that also has Earth too, which is helpful for my top innate.
Also, we doubled our card plays this turn.
Yes. They hunt down a coveted prize. Man, there's 2 blight left on the island now, and a big mountain ravage coming up. / the event might just make us lose.
Oh, you want to escalate?
Oh, cool, Sands.
Oh, actually, there are boards on my thing. Okay. And it doesn't matter 100%. I'm gonna throw it with Ocean. Yeah, Sands means build everywhere. And approximately half these lands are blighted, so good luck.
Well, I can put it in a wetland on my board. So I will do that. At least the wetlands I can beat up.
At least we'll be able to play all our cards next time.
Oh no, they're searching. Alright, 2 blight on the card. Next turn is 4 blight. Alright, I do have a bit of a dilemma though. We gather them into Northwest 8. Isn't actually defended, you know. I guess I could Pyroclastic Flow instead. Pyroclastic Flow into Northwest 5? Also guard the healing land. I'm only playing 2 cards next turn because I didn't do card plays track enough.
Better get on that. I'm just going to leave the towns and the mountains on my board because I can Encompassing Ward them. And actually, I can take care of West 6 by putting presence in there and moving a town out right now. So you don't need to worry about taking the stuff from West 6 unless that was your plan, Dolphin.
I mean, I was thinking of a combination of Pyroclastic Flow and Gold's Allure and Guard the Healing Land stuff. So
yeah, I mean, if
gonna
that
do
works,
West
but
6?
I can, if that helps you free up resources to do other things. Because I can go Encompassing Ward, and then basically anywhere I have presence is defend 2. So as long as I get that down to 3, which I can by moving the town here.
I could also Goldzalore that town and explore, and then Pyroclastic flow into Northwest 5, and then all my lands are defended. Yeah. I have to pay an energy. This is the worst major power.
Okay, then I'll just pop in there and defend it. So then, yeah, you can take care of them in your land there. And then I guess I have a massive flooding, so I can basically pay an energy to give some 2/3 of an energy to Ocean.
2/3 of an energy is most welcome.
It's true. I'm just thinking that is there anywhere else that does more? That kind of is the main, because the sands are just sandy. They're problematic. You're not drowning anything more, are you?
Nope.
I'll just push the guy to East 2, I guess.
Thank you very much.
I hate sand. It's so rough and coarse. Not reclaiming this turn, so I will... Yeah, if I put a Sacred Site in Northwest 6, we could put a city in there for the build, at least. Might try to do something with Pyroclastic flow into Northwest 1 next turn. Also guard the Healing Land. We'll remove a Blight from there, potentially. So, like, I have 1,000,000 energy, but... Again, I'm not playing Guard the Healing Land. I do actually have another play. 6, I can spend 6 energy. I'm just gonna have only, like, 5 power cards this game, everyone.
Just that's totally fine for Earth. Just major, major, major all the time. I'm just gonna try to spam my presence everywhere for
range 1 from a Sacred Site. I'm not in a wetland. I'm not in a wetland. After each effect that destroys town, city, Dahan, and target land, 1 damage.
I have my Hyper Innate after playing 3 cards, Dolphin.
Yeah, I don't like these majors. They suck. Can I reroll?
You could. No, you can't. But you could have said, hey, John, look at a major first.
Anyone doing damage that I could then finish off with Mists of Oblivion?
I have my Hyper Innate to use somewhere within range 1 of my presence, of my Sacred Site, which is probably, I don't know, nothing exciting right now, but I have it, so, you know.
Northwest 1 or West 2, I suppose, and then I finish off the cities that build there. Because you're doing 2 damage to each, right?
Yeah.
So if
they explore wetlands, I'll definitely pick on one of the wetlands here.
I'm going to take Mist of Oblivion, and you can't stop me.
I can't reach Northwest 1 and stuff, so I don't know if you're planning on...
Oh, sorry. I was looking at Ocean's presence, not Rivers. Okay, never mind. That's fine, because I don't think the Elders were that great either. They're not even in the discard pile yet, because I'm still in the process of forgetting. Yeah, I know, I'm holding everyone up.
Rude.
I have yet to play Draw of the Fruitful Earth, and at this point, I don't think it's exciting. Alright, what were the other ones I was looking at? Vengeance of the Dead? At least that is fair. I'm gonna take that. Understood presences.
Actually wondering about, instead of playing Wash Away, I could play Well, I guess it's instead of Wash Away and River's Bounty. Yeah, that's not so great. I'll just have a bigger turn next turn. Major. Maybe get the threshold. So yeah, all the mountains where I am will be check marks. I even went down to the Blighted with 1 Explorer because pending the event, right? So that means I'm covering 4 Blight. Oh, that was all the Blight that's actually listed because you're just defending them natively. Oh wait, no,
The only other one is Northwest 5, but I'm killing it.
Yeah, East 7 wasn't going to be blighting pending the event or whatever, so. All done, Seamus? Alright, I encompass the ward. Boon of Vigor, who would like to have energy by number of cards played?
Yes, please.
So who's expecting to kill a bunch of towns or cities or Dahan this turn?
Me. Well, towns, at least some, with my innate power, hopefully.
I'm kind of expecting West 2 to vanish into a sinkhole.
Okay. I'm gonna hit
Probably...
West 2 with Vengeance. Although I think actually it doesn't matter as much as it's extra damage. Probably gonna do there. But like it doesn't really matter.
Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, yes, that does help. It kills the last Explorer.
Alright.
Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
We get a fear, we get 2 fear cards. And do they level up too? Yeah, they would level up. But we are not getting... Oh no, we get to use a slow power now! We get to use a slow power now, which means I can make a fear, definitely. So I have a card that says make a fear. Alternatively, I could get Dahan into a land for the counterattack, which might be better.
The fear does give us 2 cards at Terror level 2 though.
Yeah, so the question is, can anyone else make a fear?
Yes.
I have Gold's Allure, which is a fast power that says add a fear.
I mean, it's fast if you have Dahan in your lands. Oh, we're adding 1 beast to a board without 1, and we're voting to click a land?
Because it's just
Weird.
1.
Yeah. I don't know. Northwest 1? Something that's bad, like a sand that's bad. We should put a beast.
Okay.
So yeah, me and... Oh yeah, everyone has a power, so if you 2 can make a fear, I could bring Dahan somewhere, which is probably the best use of my slow power.
Oh, but Seamus definitely has.
Yeah, Seamus was going to be... And if you can prevent a build, even better.
Well, it's not prevented.
Oh, you can't prevent a build in the sands. Yeah, that's true.
The way to prevent a sands build is to kill everyone in the sands.
Kill every sands explorer. Yeah, that's... I think
there's disease there anyway.
We've lost that battle a long time ago. So... Yeah, one of these...
Theoretically, I could gather a town into West 6 from the sands. Like, from West 4. This defended, and that would kill a town at least.
It wouldn't be defended. There's 2 damage rate now.
But I'll strife the town.
Oh, sure. And you want me to bring Dahan to murder them? Yeah. Are there Dahan? Yeah, okay. We leave the one in 9 because you want him to do something. And I only need to bring 1, really, right? Because there's going to be 3. Cool.
Here, card. Ah, strife.
-1 health per strife.
Fortunately, that will go away after the ravage.
Yeah, and they're not, unfortunately, aren't Dahan in those bad sands right now.
Right.
Right now, there's 1 blight listed. Oh, I don't actually have presence in East 6. I thought I did, but I don't. Whoops. I should have put presence there. That's actually kind of bad, but I missed that.
Whoops.
Whoops.
So, like,
We won't
one
lose.
option at the expense of 1,000,000, well, of 3 strife, is to strife the hell out of the towns in Northwest 9 so that the single Dahan kills both towns. But, like,
Yeah.
that wastes, like, the strife that could be used on later turns or something. But what later turns? 5?
Yeah.
4?
Yeah, they're not.
There's
the
not
other
really that
places
many
aren't-
options anyway.
Yeah. I'd kill the stuff in Northwest 9. That seems fine. So just each one needs to get a strife.
Yep.
Yeah, Northwest 9, the land with 2 strife towns, they need more strife. The next
more
fear card is
strife.
going to say they don't ravage in lands with strife. This land here that I just put the eye.
Yeah. What will doing more strife there?
It
Kill
will
the
link-
towns?
it will put them at -1 health after the ravage. Currently, when they ravage, they'll lose the strife and they'll lose the -1 health from that. So they need to have 2 strife
Oh,
to
right,
have
yes.
-1. And in coastal
And
lands,
6
Ooh.
no
does
city builds in
absolutely
coastal
nothing.
lands
That's true. No city builds is big.
because we can actually set it so they do minimal. Look at that Dahan Chad.
Yeah. Sorry for the East 6 miss. I totally could have defended it too, and I just thought I had
John,
presence
you told
there.
me you had it defended. I believed
thought I
you when
did.
you told me that you had it defended. Otherwise, I could have done the thing. That's why I was asking.
All right,
I called this
so
time.
1, 2.
which is this, a city or a...
Cities, 2. There's 4 towns, 2 cities. The first builds are cities, so we want. Oh, interesting. We can't.
We're not
select-
able to
Oh,
pick the
they're not
coastal
going to
lands.
build in any of the coastal lands because they all contain cities.
But is that going to change when we put cities down? Because then they can build towns, or are they just
It might
locked?
No.
change.
They don't. So all the sands currently basically have a city in them. So you're not building in any of the coastal lands.
Oh, they don't build... Is it that they don't build cities or they don't build inlands with cities? Yeah, no,
They
it's
don't
that
build
they don't
inland
build cities.
Coastlands
That's-
with cities.
It's not
Yeah,
what you
so
think, Seamus.
Yeah, it says invaders do not build cities in coastal lands. The current build is a city, but the game is locking us from selecting,
Right.
the coastal sands. But if we place 3 cities down, 2 cities down.
I guess we'll see. So Northwest 6, I guess, should have a city.
Yeah, that's one that wants the city because it's defended.
East 5, I guess, is easier to handle than the ones with Blight.
Oh, and now it's
And
going to
now-
be Seamus's choice.
Because it's all Seamus. So,
West 4, I would say.
sure.
It should be town now.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. So they just... Interesting. I don't know if that's right or not.
Yeah, theoretically, it should be 1 more town built, and then the rest would be cities. So it feels like it should be 1 more coastal city, or 1 more coastal town. But
I'm not complaining.
coastal. So good old sands into coastal
Wow,
sands.
Coastal Defend card came on the wrong turn.
Or did it come on the right turn? Stop cities. It did something.
True.
All right, so we're currently looking at 5+3 blight next turn.
Cool.
Ooh, an interesting edge case. Oh, Frenzy's mad because he didn't get to do this himself.
I cannot really.
Could we
I can
like
push.
submit this to the Trello boards since it's
Sure.
not a
You can
bug?
send in a report. It's the question.
I'll say
How does this work together? Maybe it's on. I can stop one cascade. I think that's all I can do. I can't reach the problem sands to remove blight, but I can push a town out of West 4. Can't reach West 9. It's got a city in it as well.
Which is better? A disease in West 3 or 4 Fear?
I don't know. Is that West 3 the only place you can put it?
No.
So West 3 doesn't seem that bad.
Yes, but it's not bad, but just making it not get worse so we don't have to worry about
Sure.
it building their next turn.
now my game will catch. Oh, there wasn't even that much. Okay.
Sorry, no, I had a question. My tormenting motflies this turn. I can either put a disease into a sands, or wetlands for that matter, or take 4 Fear and hope for a good fear card.
Well, actually, I can deal with Northwest 1 by myself. Interesting. Kill the city. Oh, but the town will still be there. But I would just do guard the healing like the request flow. Yay! I solved one of the cascades. Sorry, that doesn't answer your question at all, but
Yeah, I'm going to try to solve the West 4 cascade, if that's fine, by pushing that town.
Yep.
Where would you like to put it?
Put it
Jungle, I
in with
guess.
me. Actually, yes,
In West-
jungle would be better.
Okay.
Means I'm going to have a harder time dealing with it later, but
The beast might kill it.
yeah.
ending the event. It is actually. It is the definition of pending.
Literally
the event.
pending the event. Now we only have 2 cascades and 4 blight. I removed the blight, so I made up for my error slightly.
It's gonna be 3 blight and 1 cascade.
Okay. And I have to somehow defend East 5. West 9 is like... I don't have a clue. If I can get Accelerator, it doesn't even target that land. Yeah, so I don't know.
Have the strength. Can't get close to the West 9.
I think I have to look for a miner that can defend, or I guess I could have moved that. I could kill that explorer pretty easily, probably with a miner power. So
Guard the healing land actually saves us 3 blight. Interesting. I'll be removing the blight from Northwest 1, and it will not blight and also won't cascade. So
Cool.
that's something. Yeah, if I place that sap the strength next turn, defend
Ooh.
5, range 1.
Growths or sacrifice? I may do both in the same land.
Oh,
Does
nice.
does that help somewhere? I mean, it's a card I'm going to click on, I'm pretty sure.
I am in at least 2 lands with blight in them.
Yeah, I'm in one as well.
Wait, are you guys in the growth phase now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm still in the slow power phase. Weird.
Ah.
I was wondering how you guys are seeing powers.
Are you now in the horse phase? Sorry, in the growth phase?
I am.
Okay. Oh, Growth or Sacrifice also gets me the threshold and Accelerated Rot. If we make it to the slow phase, which is unclear at this point.
Yeah, my Septa strength isn't good for this. Wait, can I grow over here? I can defend East 5 for you, John.
Sure. Because I have the Compassing Ward, but I can't get that Explorer out. Thank you. And we can probably go through Sacrifice in Northwest 3. Looks like the best spot. Or
Ooh.
would you have been able to grow literally into West 9?
I couldn't reach West 9.
Okay, because that would have been good to like Growth or
Yeah.
Sacrifice, avoid the Cascade, but if it's
My
not
presence
possible.
was range 2 and I was too far away.
Sure.
I was even trying
That
to get
is
range
fine.
1 from it for sap the strength, but I couldn't.
I think none of my powers are pushing, so I don't have to save the energy bit. Yeah, Wash Away is really good though. But actually, if I play Wash Away, I can't afford to use it. So, all right, I guess my choice is made.
My Gold's Allure now costs an energy that I don't have, so...
I can give you Boon of Vigor.
I could also just not gather into a mountain and just place a strife, but... the explorers in there. Could be a town, I suppose, if we escalate, but... Are we
All
gonna
right,
make
so
it to the
growth-
slow phase is the question.
Well, yeah, I'm not totally sure. Oh, right. Do you need a Sacred Site in E6 to do the defend?
No, it's sap the strength.
Okay. Because I could give you the Growth of Sacrifice, which does work there, but I think it's overall better in Northwest 3 because they are going to ravage there.
John, you'll be getting Blazing Renewal this turn.
Oh, hey. That's good to know about.
And because
Lots of
it's
reason.
fire, it gets extra damage, so it can kill a city.
Yeah, like that's super good to know about because that means West 9 is solved.
Oh, I can't actually... Oh, shit. I don't have the range for Pyroclastic Flow into Northwest 1. Thought I did, but my presence isn't... 8. Okay.
John, are you ready? Do you want to
Hang
do
on,
Birth and Sacrifice?
Dolphin is trying
Hold
to figure something out.
on. Actually, do I have destroy presence? I don't. Okay. I
Is
could do
Growth of
Pyroclastic
Sacrifice-
Flow into like East 1 instead.
Hang
Oh,
on,
but
is
that'll
Growth
put
of
a blight.
Sacrifice range from your presence, Seamus, or from mine?
From mine, range 2.
So if we want that to go into West 9, you have to be closer. Unless there was another place you wanted it to go. I mean, it's the best place that I can see because it's a cascade. It's the last cascade.
Did I reclaim this turn? I did reclaim. Can we go back to my growth phase?
Yeah.
Wait, no.
I
I put
think-
my presence there. Oh, no, I can't.
You need to put, I don't know if you can, Seamus, put presence closer to West 9.
I can't. I don't think.
Okay, so because that was put my
Yeah, I
presence
can't.
in.
What growth did you use?
Yeah. Third
Can't
one,
go into. So why couldn't you go into West 2?
because I can't undo the presence placement. I put the presence before I looked at powers.
You can still undo the presence placement, can't you?
Yeah, it's a bit
Oh, I
independent
can.
now.
Yes. So can I push in there? Yes, I can push into West 2.
Great.
I'm thinking
That will
about
solve that last cascade. I mean, if you can Northwest 1, as long as you prevent the cascade, Dolphin, that's at least better, right?
Yeah,
So-
I prevent the cascade. I'm sad that the pyroclastic flow doesn't work. I still have to play it for the range on Sap the Strength though.
Right. I mean, you can still use it for something else. Or use it there if you want. Maybe we get like a fear card that helps or something.
I mean, I could pyroclastic flow into East 5.
Yeah?
And then ooh, and then I could just defend Northwest 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
That works.
Well, bam.
Right. John, do you want to use Good to Sacrifice before I Blazing Renewal you?
You should probably do that first, and then I can just destroy one of those presences I won't need there anymore.
So it's only taking from your destroyed presence, and you only have one.
Oh, right. Then I will destroy another presence. So target spirit is Ocean. And let's destroy, I guess, one of these mountain ones.
Is there anywhere in particular you'd like to see the presence go?
It's your choice, but preferably somewhere with Blight. Like, West 2 is probably good, because unless you're getting rid of that Explorer, because that makes sure that they don't cascade that with an event that gives +1.
Okay. So I want to Blazing Renewal you.
Goodbye. And defend 2 there will be enough. Now we have 1 Blight, which is Northwest 2. And we have 4 Blight on the card again. So Boon of Vigor, you need an energy Dolphin for the slow phase.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Have an energy. Have 3. Also, I'm removing 2 Blight in this low phase.
City's doing +1 damage is bad.
Does that overflow or defend?
It overflows Northwest 6.
And 1 or just 6?
+1? No, Northwest 1 is fine.
So it's each town and city.
Yeah, so it's 4, 7, 8, 9, 10 in Northwest 1.
Okay.
9.
And none of the other Ravages have towns or cities. So it's 1 Blight to take that option.
There is a fear card that's could say defend. Or add a strife.
Yeah.
On the other hand, we have 2 air, and we need to pay 12.
Yeah. And I can pay exactly 1 energy. That
And I
is my
have
max.
0 energy.
Seems like we would have to forget powers for that to
Oh,
work.
No, it's not even. We don't even have the option. I don't even know what we're talking about it. It's
Oh.
automatically chosen. Ignore the curiosity.
I didn't even pay attention. I was looking at the card. Fair enough. All
Yeah.
right. So we returned the
I guess
top
we
card
could
of the
have it, like,
invader
show a
deck, so we're
message.
now in stage 3. And we add a town to a land without towns, so not Northwest 6, I'll say that much. One of these mountains, I suppose.
Yeah.
Go with me. Yeah, I didn't even notice that we didn't have a choice there.
Yeah. You could probably show a message saying like, "Yupo." This should go, I guess, also in a mountain we don't care about. No, I'll put it in the wetland because I have more easy access to blow stuff up there.
So what happens? Rules question. What happens if, for whatever reason, we get to the part of the game where there are no cards left in the Explorer deck? If we choose Ignore Their Curiosity, do we lose because there's no cards?
I don't know. I don't think so. You lose when there's no card to explore with, so it probably would just do nothing.
Okay. I mean, you probably would be losing at this point anyway, but unless you knew the fair card was going to win the game or something. Beasts to a land, or not beasts, wilds to a land with Dahan. Good news, they all have invaders, so it does nothing.
Yeah, you don't have any obvious choices there.
That one.
Seamus has a couple good options. I have a good option.
West 6, West 10, or West 1?
And go with one of the mountains so they don't go in there at all. Guess mountains 2 already came up, but the 2 cards are gone, aren't they?
We're on stage 3 anyway.
Yeah. Go with that blighted mountain.
These. Yes.
Ooh, bonus defense.
Wait a minute, we didn't choose the option for extra damage.
We didn't get the option.
So good news, we would have had that defend. So we could have gone with Weave Lies.
All right, now we have build order because of sands. We can get rid of the other ones that don't matter first, or I don't know.
I don't know, because it kind of like they will be automated once we're done with the sands anyway.
That's true. So, what's their sands numbers here? So, wait, it's not letting me click.
So there are
East 5.
2
East 5 is not building.
2.
Oh, it's not coastal. Right. 2 cities and 2 towns?
2 towns, yep.
The first
So
is
it's
a
a city?
town, then a city, then a town.
Oh, you know, it's a town first, right?
Yep, town,
Yeah.
city, town.
So I'd say that into West 3.
Just make Northwest 2 worse. Or one of these gets a city, one gets a town.
It's much for muchness, I think.
Yeah, they I guess make Northwest 1 worse because it doesn't have blight. All right,
I'll probably
lots of
be
build.
reclaiming and doing the same sort of, probably exact same power cards. Oh, good, sands.
Sands.
Good news is I was gonna say East 5 Ravage, but not ravaging there because it's not coastal. We literally just established this. But why Mayo models? All right, Gold's Allure. Do anything?
9 damage does something.
Yeah, I can stop a wetlands build. You're welcome.
You are welcome as well.
Good news, guys. Next turn is 7 plus 3 blight.
In the coastal lands, I can stop the cascade in West 2 with massive flooding here. Seems fine.
Fairly sure that's even be able to remove the blight from.
All right, now it's 6 and 2.
Good job, team.
So it's all like up in the west, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
the
the
whole west
cascades
coast
are
is all
northwest.
red. There's a little one in east too, but it's like literally 3 explorers, so it's not that terrible. And there's no blight there already. I can't really reach anything over there. Well, I just have River's Bounty now, so that doesn't do anything at all.
Not with that attitude.
Let's make these guys have some friends. Friends!
Put it up, bump.
Yeah, I'm kind of in a reclaim loop for a while, so I can't get presents over there to help out. But I can grocer sacrifice someone.
Pyroclastic flow. Oh, I can't remove the blight from Northwest 2. Oh, no, I can't because I have a sacred site. Never mind. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Grocer sacrifice will help stop the other cascade as well. So
These are the cards I'm playing for the round.
we won't have a cascade at least.
I can remove a blight from one of those Northwest 2, Northwest 3, and then I guess go through sacrifice for the other. So yeah, there's no cascades this turn. I guess we're gonna go through sacrifice Northwest 2. Yeah, I guess both those sands and wetlands are not just ravaging, but also building.
Yeah.
Now imagine in an alternate universe where our presence could shift in and out of sands at any time.
Instead of what is going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be something.
That would be really fun with Earth, who could like defend all the sands at any point. That'd make that ravage fun.
Well,
Okay.
at least we're going to have 2 fear cards.
Yeah, we're getting close to no cities tier level, which I think is how we're going to win. Encompassing Ward is probably not me, right? Like, I'm not in any land where they're ravaging, so who does that help the most? Ocean, I think? ravage?
Actually, yes, that would be massive for me.
Having an encompassing ward. Then you don't need to worry about West 3 and stuff.
That just stopped 3 ravages.
And who's getting Grocer Sacrifice? Looks like Ocean as well. For Northwest 2.
Okay.
I will destroy this guy in here, I think. I'm ready for another Blazing Renewal.
I may have one next turn.
Yeah. Boon of Vigor for anyone?
Yes, please.
I'm good on energy this.
Um, 5 in there. There's 4 in there. There needs to be. So we. You don't have anything else going into Northwest 3, Dolphin?
Nope, I'm done.
We got that down to 2 Blight flat, which is pretty decent.
One blight flat. One blight. Ah.
Nice. And 2 fear cards.
Created by fire. Hey, we have a choice this time, by the way.
We have a choice. This one you can always choose.
In each land with sacred site and invade. Oh gosh, I have sacred sites. Do I have sacred sites?
I have 3 of such lands.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
1,
6,
2.
7, 8. I'm counting them all, by the way. 9.
Okay.
There's 9 lands total. We could spend 27 energy or destroy presence. We do have blazing renewal.
I have 1 fire. And 0 energy. So I'm not helpful.
So I have 1 fire, but I can get another 4 from discarding.
I can get 2 by discarding. I could also forget Vengeance of the Dead because it's not going to be in my repertoire of cards I'm playing every turn. Actually, no, because it does do +1. Oh, but I'm not actually dealing damage with that usually.
I'm honestly okay with repulse. We have tons of blight removal.
Good to think about then.
And this actually stops some like bad builds in the wetlands and stuff. Like it's
Okay,
each sacred site pushes.
I can just send things back and forth. Because I don't
Oh,
know.
wait. Can't you push them into the sea?
No, it's an event.
Just throw them all into Northeast 5. Or Northwest 5. I don't know. I was dying to the Ravage anyway.
Don't worry, I'll shove someone in
Oh,
there.
I
to
could
die
push
to
a
the
town
Ravage.
in there. I could push 2 towns in there. I'm dumb.
Push 2 towns in.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I screwed that up. Oh no, there's only one adjacent town. Okay, no.
Yeah.
I couldn't have really done much with that.
Unless we could chain them somehow. You can at least send one of these explorers into Northwest 6 and he dies. And also a guy from number 9, he dies.
Number 9.
Number 9? Number 9? This guy, I guess, into the jungle. Yeah. I could send him on a journey. But that's fine. He can just go to the jungle. Here, this one guy. Is the beast destroying explorer? Generate 1 fear if invaders are present. I'd rather not have a guy in that land number 10 though, so.
Right now it's all east.
All east. This stops a city. Put it in that. There, I guess. Beast's Prowl. That's pretty good, Beast Prowl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120
Oh, I'm choosing this one.
You can come into West 9 maybe. Can keep that other board not having a beast. We might get a free one.
Yep.
Oh, I get
free
a
power
power
card.
office. Whoa.
Me and you. That's nice. Maybe I won't have to reclaim every turn.
Oh, I don't get one. Nom noms.
Bug report.
You ate all your Dahan.
No, I just jumped out of the land with the shadow puts the down in it this turn.
Oh,
Oh, no, there was only 3 there.
helpful. There's a city build in Northwest 7. North Disaster. Sands are a hot miss. None of these say remove cities. Weird. Why don't the minor powers say remove cities?
There is one that destroys a city. It adds blight. Drought does that, right?
Yeah.
1 damage or defend 4. That seems probably useful. And it has fire, so it's 2 damage or defend 4. And it has my elements.
Vader skip, explore, and build and lands with beasts.
Ooh, that's very good. There's a couple sands with beasts. And can we strike something that matters here?
We can stop
Yes.
the blight in Northwest 2 if we blight the city and an explorer.
Yeah, if we, yeah.
Or
May
I
as
keep
well
saying blight, strife.
blight the explorer.
You can stop a strife by blighting.
Then we can strafe up the city in Northwest 1, unless it's going to get killed.
So they're not. No, they're not. They are ravaging.
They're gonna
still
ravage their
there, but
next
they're
turn.
not exploring and building.
I mean, strafing Northwest 1 city, unless, or I guess there's the Northwest
Well,
3
Northwest
city.
1 is still ravaging though, but it's defended.
Oh, right, so it'll use it up.
Yeah,
So Northwest 3 then won't get used up.
it will because it's also ravaging.
Oh, right. Everything's ravaging. Okay, then, I don't know. A town in East 9 that I'm going to kill with my power, so why bother?
Or I guess the town in Northwest 7, and then that's easier for me to defend.
Sure. Oh, yeah, that's going to be building there, so sure. Unless they don't build, but they do build there. It actually stops some builds some places, maybe? I don't... Yeah, it does stop East 5 from building. So that's cool. Here we have our Sands party. So
Not West 9, not East 5, not Northwest 6. Cool. All right, so it's just. Oh, and also not Northwest 1. So it's these 4 sands.
and
there's
There is
2 cities.
2 cities and 2 towns.
2 towns. So it's
Yeah.
town, city, town, city.
So town in
Um,
West 4.
Yep.
Yeah, I can gather that town out with Gold's Allure, so it doesn't ravage.
City in Northwest 2, because why not the giant place?
Yep. And it's
these
town
are-
and city left.
They're kind of equivalent.
Um, town into West 2.
All right. Mountain wetlands.
30-minute warning, by the way.
I thought it was a 25-minute warning.
25-minute warning, by the way.
That was a very fast 5 minutes.
30-ish minute warning, I suppose, if we're being super, pedantic. Yeah. For those watching at home, we do have a time limit because I have work to do. Literally, I have work.
There. All right, time to blow up the wetlands. Unfortunately, I have a blight removal that doesn't do anything, so I'm not going to use it. I'd rather do the damage in this place. Victory condition.
Yes, we're going to get that. Yeah. Let me to it. There is no. Best I can do is 3.
For some reason, all the cities are on my board. Except for one.
Wait, no.
Seamus, are you eating the stuff in East 2, or should I blow it up?
Blow it up.
Okay.
I was just going to take care of that.
Can I borrow some Dahan from West 6?
Go for it.
I won't bring them back. They're not really being borrowed. They're being stolen.
Borrowing without asking with no intention of returning.
Mm-hmm.
That's the definition of stealing.
Oh, hey, I could gain a power card and have 5 card plays here. May as well, really. Is everyone in the spirit phase?
I am.
Yes.
Huzzah! Yeah, I need to start moving up the energy track. I kind of do need 0 cost powers. I got 2 of the best minor defense, Nature's Resilience and Guardian Serpents, but I can't afford to play them. So unless we need them this turn, which maybe we do because they're adding 9 blight. But they're not once they do Encompassing Ward, right? Like, it's not actually that bad. Maybe it is over in the west, but you guys are doing stuff.
I almost have my innate. I don't have a sun card. Yeah,
I'm just
something's
gonna do Living
happening.
Energy, give energy out, and maybe we can pay for an event one of these days. Oh, also, I can pop a Defend 2 in somewhere by being there. So
You can be in Northwest 1, which is probably way too far away. Yeah.
I can go range 2. So I can be in Northwest or West 2 or West 3. If you don't want to have to worry about that Explorer, Seamus, I can stop the build or stop the Ravage there.
West 3? Yeah?
Yeah, or West 2.
Okay.
Then at least you don't need to worry about him. Yeah, that's the best I can do, I think. And I'll make sure that I'm actually in the lands that I think I am.
I have Blazing Renewal up again this turn.
Oh, cool. That also probably like that takes care of West 3 or other places maybe.
Encompassing Ward is going. Oh, it's going river, right? Because wetlands are ravaging too. Okay.
Yeah, it stops like 5 lands or something. So
Yeah. I was thinking of ocean for a second, but I forgot that river. That is also wetlands.
Oh yeah, Grocery Sacrifice also still exists. I'm clicking on that because I want to have more Destroyed Presence.
I will be nomming the 2 cities in Northwest 2 in the slow phase.
Okay.
Cool. So yeah, I could Blazing Renewal Northwest 1 just finishes that land completely, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, because that will do enough damage. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that seems good.
Each +1. Okay, so then
So I want to
my
grow through
pyroclastic-
sacrifice first. Grow through sacrifice probably on you, Dolphin, because you are the only one with blight in your land right now. I think.
Yes.
That's fair.
And I will destroy a presence in. So I don't need a sacred site down in West 9 anymore. It can be a normal site.
I could do pyroclastic into East 8 or East 6 to stop a build, but so defend 4, defend 5, so I can defend Northwest 2 by myself. Yep.
Oh, thank you, Dolphin. John, are you ready for your blazing renewal?
I am. I have arrived in Northwest Board.
I guess I was going to defend Northwest's dead, but feel
Who would like 3 energy?
Ooh, yes, please.
I guess it's stop a build. This would stop. Excellent. Destroyed presence. Though?
And-
Nice.
Defend 1 per Dahan. Does that do anything? What's blighting still? West
Northwest
3,
7.
Northwest. Yeah, just the ones up on that side. That's fine. It's just 3 regular blight. And 1,000,000 builds. Add blight to a land with / adjacent to buildings. We may prevent it by destroying 2 presence. We probably want to destroy presence. We have a lot on the board.
And we have a blazing renewal to bring it back.
Mhm.
Yeah. You can destroy one of my presents here. I don't need a sacred site there, I don't think.
This is Northwest.
Northwest.
You
I-
can destroy one of mine in.
I don't have any destroy presence. I'm happy to destroy some. So like
I was going to say you can take one out of
Northwest
my stack
8
in
I
Northwest
think is
9.
not needed right now, so I vote me, Seamus votes himself. Alright, now I vote Seamus. Alright, now on West. I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Not giving me the choice to.
You have to choose the
Left,
land first,
then.
and then you will select the option for destroying presence.
Actually, putting it in West 10 isn't bad. There's nothing in there. There's not going to be anything in there for a while.
Yeah, if we're okay with. Right.
Similarly, East
Yeah.
1 is fine.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of. I can't choose East 1, but I can choose East 9. We don't have a lot of presence down there, so. We have disease, 2 damage to invaders, 2 damage to Dahan.
Oh, that's another fear card. Let's go. Move to
Ooh,
3
move
health
up
of
3
invaders
health.
from a land without city. Back to blighted lands.
I'm not seeing many places that.
Clean out
use
East 8.
this one. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not like amazing, but they are building there.
Yeah, we could combo that.
Most of the wetlands are getting killed. Like all the wetlands where I am, they're all dying. So they're not going to build. So actually, that would completely empty East board,
I like
which
that.
is kind of nice. And what's our final target here? Guess one of the mountains on your board that has a bunch of guys. Or we could... Yeah, like number 8 just has 3 explorers in it. We could just like empty that. Or... I don't know. Any preference?
Yeah.
I got nothing.
I guess, yeah, I'm just looking, does anything...
14,
This jungle
13
number,
minute warning, by the way.
jungle number 8, I'm going to click that because that reduces visibility.
That's good. Alright. And then Strife to Invader, -1 health per
Ooh,
strife.
can we
Okay.
win the game here with -1 health per strife? I can kill the cities in Northwest too, but Seamus already is. Are you able to kill the cities in Northwest 3 instead? Or you have to be there?
Nope, I have to be there.
You can kill the city in Northwest 7 by blighting it twice. Or strifing it twice. And I'm doing it because that stops the blight.
Oh yeah, that's also stopping the...
I put in the second one for it.
That's all we need for it? Oh, and then West 3 stops the blight.
Oh, but we'll then build a new city, but at least it kills a city.
Yeah, was 3 stops of blight.
Oh, if I add an initial strife to the town, we kill the city and the town, right? Or do we? No, wait, we don't. That doesn't work. Whatever. I'll just stop this blight. We're actually getting close to tier level victory, so...
20 fear.
East is clear. West is nearly clear. Northwest is gong show.
Yeah, I kind of didn't notice they were building mountains.
And now mountains is coming up again. But they're not exploring the mountains in the south at all because of removing those guys, so that was good.
It's Sandman.
Oh, Sands.
Sandman! Ah, they just appeared like sandworms from the ground.
You were saying they're not
energy.
exploring any of the mountains in the south.
First, I can't afford to pay for Wash Away.
What to do, what to do. Need 6 fear. Doesn't generate fear. Who wants a minor power?
So I'll take it. Nobody else wants it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter for me, really.
Alright, I give it to Seamus. 10-minute warning, by the way.
You're a minute warning.
I think the goal is going to be to win on tier level victory next turn.
Would be good. I mean, we only need... Yeah, it's basically 2 fear cards worth, so...
That's a lot of problems that were solved.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna that back. I can strife a city with it.
Everybody's done all their stuff, have they?
Done.
Okay.
I have a slight suspicion I'm probably desynced.
Are you done, Seamus? Nope. Okay.
Nope.
I guess strifing that city. I was thinking, ooh, -1 health on that city would be nice, but that's only for this turn. I was thinking I could hit it with Pyroclastic Flow next. I'd still do it, but I did. Oh well. Probably not gonna matter.
Growth phase.
Alright, I'm not actually decent. Alright, I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna click my majors. Ooh, Vengeance of the Dead. I have the threshold. Go me.
Ravaging mountains and wetlands.
And it is a fire. 2 damage. Well, 1 plus, or N plus 1. I don't know, maybe it's enough.
Are you doing Blazing Renewal, Seamus?
I will be. I will also be doing other stuff.
Yeah, if you Blazing Renewal, that can help us clear out Northwest 3.
Right, so that's Northwest 3, and I can also deal with the city in Northwest 5.
I'm dealing with the city in Northwest 5. I guess I could deal with the... Well,
I'll do. How
You
about
can
West
deal with
3?
it somewhere else.
I guess if we're winning, I could put the Blight in Northwest 7 to get the city there. Or just Northwest 9. Yeah, I have options. Don't worry about me.
Actually, I could kill the one in...
Or we're gonna generate enough fear this turn, I think. From what I'm hearing.
That's the goal.
So it doesn't matter who does what where, just get fear.
Are we winning in the fast phase?
If I throw Vengeance of the Dead, I could throw that. Let's see. Who's doing the most damage, I guess. But this can deal damage to adjacent land. So, but yeah, we have weather. Doesn't matter. I'm not gonna try to min-max this.
Fair. Who is putting presents, or who wants growth or sacrifice first? Does anyone particularly care? I don't know that it matters.
It doesn't make a difference to me this turn.
Sure. Well, why don't actually, if you're doing Blazing Renewal, do that first, and then we'll go to sacrifice in that land and remove the blight.
Okay. Who am I Blazing Renewal this turn?
Can't be me.
Dolphin, how much destroy presence do you have?
1.
1. Yeah, I've got 2. I'll do it to myself.
Or we just make enough fear in the fast phase. Right, so go through sacrifice on Ocean, who is busy.
I just have victory when revealed.
Oh, cool. You just generated a bunch of fear.
Yep. Pent up calamity.
Ah. We have not seen it yet.
Me neither.
Happening.
Are you seeing that victory, Seamus?
Yep.
Then we're desynced.
Well, it hasn't gone to the victory screen.
Yeah, because we're still
Yeah.
waiting for you to use powers.
It's saying for me another spirit is assigning damage, which is Earth.
Ah. There's a bug. Report the bug. The two of
is
you.
did you do something in Northwest 5?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't. I
Because
did
of Vengeance of the Dead.
but I didn't see it because it's waiting for you to finish Hall.
Yeah,
And
so
I've
that
finished
power
Hands Up
should
Calamity.
know. Yeah. The problem is the game didn't realize that Earth is going to be involved, and it's waiting for him to vote. So please report, and we can fix that up. And we'll just have to not do Vengeance of the Dead or something.
Yeah, I can
There.
undo it. So we'll have to unwind a bit.
Or just don't have Ocean hit Northwest 5 with whatever happened there.
Yeah, if he's using Pent Up Calamity, you could do it in West 6 instead.
Yeah.
Of course. Wait for him to type in the bug report. So we'll just it's just up to us to entertain everyone.
Ooh, the ballet.
So what lessons have we learned from this game? I, for one, learned about the power of friendship.
I learned how bad that invaders are in all sands, or in any sands, or in all sands.
Feed me some wah. Says hydrate.
Feed me some wants you to hydrate.
Mm.
I have hydrated.
You have to take me at my word. We have no webcams today.
I have to dehydrate. Let's finish up.
2-minute warning.
Frenzy. Frenzy enjoyed the entertainments.
It's not really a hard limit. It's I have to like start getting ready for work and stuff and leave the house and all that. But
How's your bug report going, Seamus? You don't have to type that much.
I'm just imagining.
Are you doing a bug report?
Sorry?
Are you doing a bug report?
Yes, I'm doing a bug report.
Okay.
I'm just imagining Seamus is like, we started this game with 3 spirits. It was a game with Brandenburg Prussia in the scenario of
Tension was
powers
high.
long forgotten. We began at 1 p.m. Or
Stop distracting me!
One fortnight later.
Sorry, I'm just.
It's okay.
I'm so used to having to write paragraphs of information and bug reports because the dev team want every little minor detail, and of course they don't read it. But
All we need
the
here
rest
is
not there.
I used a power in the land where Dolphin did vengeance, and we got stuck. The end. The developer's here. It's on video.
I used to
This
be
is-
afraid of submitting bugs to Handelabra, but ever since I've seen the way that John submits bug reports, where he says, bad thing happened, make it work. Seamus is disconnected.
Seamus disconnected while uploading a bug report. It should come back.
It just pushed me back to the create game stream.
Oh,
Are you
wow.
sure you didn't click on something?
I thought I pressed on return to game, but
You might have hit quick game.
All right. Well, Logic Dolphin is now controlling Ocean.
1 second.
We'll just wrap it up. But I'm not sure if it's going to work properly in this case. We might have to use sync. Or is it working for you there, Dolphin? Yeah, okay, good. Victory when revealed. You could have used it in the Northwest because you're controlling both spirits now also.
Mhm. So I have a question for you, Frenzy. What's the most fear cards you have gotten in a single turn?
The game is over. 57 points. That was a tough one. Good game.
3 points too many. Hello, Openness.
All right. That was a good stream. Thanks,
Yes.
Seamus and Logic Dolphin.
Yeah.
I don't hear Logic Dolphin. I'm not sure if he's muted or just being strangely silent. What do you think, Seamus?
I think possibly he's just left to go to work.
Okay, I'm sorry. I got a call from my mom.
Okay.
Sorry.
He had important business. He's just like, peace out. I'm leaving. We're leaving the stream running while I'm going to work.
No. I just said like 1 second, and then I made sure I did the thing. Yeah,
good.
so good game, everyone. We got 57 points.
Like I said, 3
2
too many.
surviving Dahan, 7 Blade, 2 remaining Invader cards, so good timing.
As you can see, a classic game where Logic Dolphin is controlling Ocean at the end.
Yeah, I take complete credit for everything that Ocean did. I mean, to quote one of the greatest politicians of all time, if we win, it's because of me. If we lose, it's not my fault.
Yeah, oh my god, yes. All right. That's enough of that.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
That was
Bye
good.
then.
Good to be back here on a Saturday. We'll see if we can do it again.
All right. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Have a good night. See you around.
Ta-ta.